when we wrote Forever Young, we had this orchestral thing in our minds, you know. And I mean, Forever Young is not in its original version. It's really not a typical 80s song, you know. It's not really in the context of the 80s, you know, how 80s songs sound like. It is a quite unique thing, you know, because it is nothing else than an imitation of an orchestra. You know, you have these trumpet solos, you have these big sounds in the choruses and everything. You have these voice sounds in the beginning. So it's almost like a soundtrack for an imaginary movie or something. And so when we did Forever Young with the orchestra, we just did a redo of the original version, because that is what the song in the beginning was meant for, and that was what I meant when I said this is probably the album that we should have done as our first album. It basically concerns the song Forever Young, because when we did that song in 1982, when we wrote it, we just thought, yeah, we could. That should be done with an orchestra, but we had not the possibilities to do that. You know, so we did it with a Jupiter 8. That was our orchestra. And now we had the chance to do it with a 60, 80 piece orchestra now. And we just played it like the original version. But many other songs, like Dance With Me, for instance, you know, have been changed completely by the orchestra, from an up-tempo to a ballad-like thing, you know, which lots of different musical instrumental parts and everything. And that happened to many, many of the songs. I mean, the song is, when we wrote the song, we didn't know what we were doing. You know, we were just inspired by something. And I mean, if we had known what we were doing at the moment when we wrote the song, then we probably had fucked it up. You know, so we did not know what we were doing, and that was the best thing we could do. And this song is, I don't know, you know, the song has an elementary answer to many, many different situations in life, you know, seem to be like that. It is, you know, the people play it on weddings, on birthdays, on funerals, you know, on very contradictory situations. And each time the song seems to have a notion or an answer or a message, you know, to this different situations, you know. And it's just, yeah, I mean, it's very moving when I hear those stories. It's really very moving, and I'm very grateful for that's something that gave us the idea to write this song, you know. But it's probably not only my responsibility; it's somebody else's responsibility.
But is it something that is it? Does this song does it do the same for you too, or is it just too close for you? Or
it's our baby. I mean, the song is our baby. It's just it's in a way it's a kind of wonder boy.